Paul, I'd just like to take this opportunity to say thank you for all your hard work and efforts over the years with KBR. I know you've worked tirelessly on what has been a fantastic programme, and you should feel very proud of everything you've achieved. I know you and I have only worked together for a short period, but I'm already dreading the moment that you're not around for me to be able to pick up the phone or have a call with to discuss some issues on the overall project. So best of luck with the next phase. Like I say, you'll be sorely missed, and you should feel very proud of what you've achieved. And let's keep in touch and hopefully see you soon. Thanks, Paul. Bye-bye.
Hi, Paul. It's about 15 years now since you gave me the first director's briefing on Aspire. We've continued to work together over that period, and it's been a fantastic experience, I'm sure, for both of us. I've really enjoyed working with you. As you would famously say, it's always been emotional. It's always been great fun as well. You've achieved massive things for the staff, for KBR, and for the British Army. I hope you'll be eternally proud for what you've achieved. I wish you all the best for all you do in the future. Please take care.
So Paul, it's been a real pleasure. Great honour working with you. I know that you're really proud of everything that you've achieved over the last 5 years, and I've really enjoyed being kind of your oppo, the two MDs working together. And it's been great. For me, the highlight was when you got caught in the golf buggy driving through the POL point, got yourself in quite a lot of trouble. You thought the general was after you. I phoned you to tell you that the master gunner was looking for whoever it was, and I let you sweat on it for a couple of hours. You were clearly under pressure when you phoned me back and asked me to sort it out for you. Definitely sweating on that one. And I think that's probably the most pressure I've seen you under in the last 5 years. Apart from that, you've been pretty relaxed, and life's been pretty easy, really. Anyway, really good luck. Good luck for the future. Hope everything goes well. And Paul, well done you. You've got plenty to be proud of. Cheers.
Paul, when I first met you, I don't think I knew what to make of you, and I'm still not sure, to be honest. It's been interesting at times. It's been a little unpredictable at times. I think I had to rein you in at times, but what an adventure. And I would say anyway, you have been a great MD to this business, and on a personal level, you have been a really, really good manager to me. So thank you, and wish you all the best in future. My only advice would be just maybe think before you speak sometimes. That'd be great. Thanks.
Let's be honest, ABP, wow, magnificent. You can use all the words: huge success, massive, colossal success. But it doesn't say everything, does it? It doesn't say the fact that Carillion went bust while you was doing it. And you ended up right at the end with the pandemic. And I don't think there's anybody in our lifetimes that have ever had to go through any of that. And yet it has still been a massive, massive success. And that, in no small part, is down to you. You created the culture and the environment that made the workplace enjoyable but fun.
Paul Dempster, great friend, great colleague, great leader, held in the highest esteem by all those around you. Allenby and Connaught and Aspire have been lucky to have you, and you've been bloody lucky as well to have a job just 10 minutes down the road from where you live. Thanks for everything you've done. Best of luck for the future. Look after yourself.
We've got the most incredible record at ADCW in terms of lost time injuries, recordable incidents, and when you consider when we're up to virtually 10 million man hours, and the number of incidents that we've had has been so small, it's just incredible. And so why is that? It doesn't just happen, clearly. So obviously you've got an incredibly good health and safety team, that goes without saying. But apart from that, the only way it could ever happen, no safety team or no project is only as good as the leadership behind it. And you have supported us 100% all the way through this in safety initiatives and anything we've needed to do which we think would help the safety on site.
Dempo, P. Diddy, Dempster, so good they named him lots of times. Oh, and don't forget Ginge. My first impression of you was that you're a bit of a Jack the Lad. My lasting impression of you is you're a bit of a Jack the Lad, but one who's very good at his job and a fantastic leader.
Hi Paul, my first impression of you was when you were on the JV board. I was asked to deputise, the meeting started, we were well into it and you turned up late. The meeting restarted and we'd wasted that first 10 minutes or so. So first impressions, a disruption.
So Paul, first impressions, summer 2000, Great Western Hospital. I was asked to attend a meeting on external services. Peter Graham said to me, go and find out what's going on. Went to the meeting, came back out, he said, and? I said, there's only some builder in there knows what he's talking about. Turned out to be you, mate.
So Paul, as a 19-year-old, when I first met you, I thought you were really scary. Don't know why. Because when I saw you split your trousers in the middle of the office in my mid-20s, I think that made me realise you're a normal person, really. With your quirks about your bullet points and your lines and everything being absolutely perfect. So that's really rubbed off on me. I still have those hang-ups these days.
So, just a little overview of you. My first impression of you was anyone who can rock a man bag and pink spotty socks amongst all the other bright ones that you used to wear is going to be an awesome boss. And you proved that by telling us to bugger off on Christmas Eve at 11:30 because we should all be in the pub.
First impressions, very young to be an MD of a major construction company. A little bit flash, but what's wrong with that? But very down to earth and straightforward talking, and that's been reflected through.
Greetings from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. First impressions, what a guy, charisma, live wire. This is going to be interesting.
Memorable moments must have been our first summer ball with your attempt at an after dinner speech after probably more than one glass of wine. That was interesting. And this time round in ABP, any time you've been in the same room as Damien, laughed my head off.
I remember playing golf with you over at Tidworth, and you told me that you didn't play very often. And you then proceeded to hit a 300-yard drive straight down the middle. And I'm afraid to say, my friend, you're a bandit.
Most memorable time, at one of the summer balls, 5 a.m. in the morning, you and Wardy were slouched on the sofa when we were tidying up. You were trying to buy more wine from me that Spire had already paid for.
We've had some bloody good times, I'll tell you now, and I can't remember the best times, probably because we were both pissed.
What sticks in my mind about Paul is his ability to laugh at himself and at others at the very first opportunity, and I think I've been on the receiving end of that more than once.
How would you sum up, Dempo? I don't know. I've done this game for a few years, and without doubt, I would say I've enjoyed the last 15 from some aspects. But all in all, at the end of the day, I would just consider him a good friend. All the best, my friend. Good luck from wherever you end up. And stay in touch with yourself, at least.
And finally, my impressions and my final thought and sum up is passion. That's what drives us and drives you, Paul, for what you deliver, and I'm very grateful for that.
How would I sum him up? As a boss or like as a leader, he's just very inspirational. So he's always given encouragement, and that's probably the one word that I'd use to sum him up. Very inspirational guy. Cheers, Paul.
Overall, your support, guidance and belief in me has been invaluable throughout my career, and I'm sincerely grateful for the opportunities you've given me as recent as Aspire. You're a great guy and a first-class leader of a multi-million-pound business. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Cheers, Paul.
To sum you up, Paul, you have been one of the best, the best boss that I've ever worked for. You know how things work. You come from the grassroots, and you're respected, well respected by a lot of people. And I can only hope, for the future when you move on, that things work out well. Thanks, Paul.
Paul let you as an individual do your job. He didn't interfere, he knew what people could do, and he let them do it. My time at Aspire was absolutely brilliant under both times that I worked for Paul, and I wish Paul all the best for whatever project he goes on to next.
To sum you up is impossible in such a short amount of time, but an amazing boss, absolute legend, kind, caring, loyal, and of course, strawberry blonde. Good luck with wherever you're going to next. You'll be sorely missed at Aspire, I'm sure.
And to sum Paul up, I think he's driven, I think he's inspiring, and he's well liked by everyone.
It's true what they say, you can't judge a book by its cover, and my first impression of you turned out to be very wrong. All that bravado that you put on is just a front, and after working with you for 5 years, I very soon came to realise that actually you're a very open and selfless man that's always willing to do whatever it takes to help his team out, no matter how tough the going gets. So I'd like to thank you for all your help over the last 5 years, Paul, and wish you all the very best for the future.